and we're recording it and we're getting everything ready to go. So welcome everybody. Jefferson Glassie here, Chief Spiritual Dude of the Planetary Gig Society, whose mission is creating unity through music. As I also like to say, making connections through music with the intention of bringing peace. And we are really, really excited to be doing our 8th concert for democracy, but this one is for Georgia. We have those special Senate election runoffs coming up. And I'm so appreciative and thankful first to Chris Moser with the Atlanta area Friends of Folk Music, who helped set this up and put us in touch with some great musicians who are going to play some tunes for you today, all in the spirit of democracy. You know, Joseph Hooten says, democracy needs music and music needs democracy. And you know what? That's darn tootin' for sure, because if we don't have our democracy, it's not going to be good for music. But you know, music, they need each other. You know, so let me introduce first the musicians that we have today, who will be playing for you. First, Deidre McCalla, thanks so much for joining us. I saw you. Yeah,
I hear. Am I? Have I have everything up?
yeah.
New technology here. Yeah, yeah. It's good. It's good to be here. And my dog, who is actually ill, has just come asking for something, and now I need to pass him to my dog because when he needs to go out, he really needs to go out. Hold on a sec.
Sure. This is
Hey, Harley.
the wonderful thing about
Yeah.
uh, Facebook and virtual concerts is everybody's at
There you
home and
are.
Got to do their thing.
Yes.
anything can
Yes.
happen at any moment, but it just makes it all the better because we are
That
here.
is that is my yes.
Um,
That is my son Nia, who is just taking my dog out, and both of us last Saturday got our absentee ballots um, completed and taken to the ballot drop-off box here in Georgia. So we're doing what we can.
all
Mm-hmm.
right, thanks. And I know you've been active because I saw you on another. It was a fundraiser concert actually, I think for Act Blue or somebody, and you played there.
It was Georgia Voices for a Blue Senate, which was a wonderful event to be part of. I've actually done a lot of these streaming events, but you know, any uh, chance to perform, and especially for causes that you know we need to get behind and do as much work and with whatever skills we have to put it out there to help this happen, especially with this election, is so critical on a national basis.
Interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, freedom, equality, justice. You know, that's what our democracy is, and we're doing all we can to preserve it. And so, next up,
Absolutely.
Heidi P. and Johanna Millin. How are you?
Good. How are you, Jefferson? Doing well.
Great. And where are you located today?
Beautiful downtown Clarkston, Georgia.
All right. And Deirdre, I forgot to ask where you, so people will know.
I, I am on the south side of town. I live in Riverdale, Georgia, which is one of the towns that borders the airport.
Okay, so I've been there at the airport. Um, um, Heidi and Johanna, thanks so much for taking the time, and this is really I know a cause dear to all our hearts. Any thoughts about that, just to kind of start off?
Just it's been so wonderful to have an opportunity to express our feelings towards this coming election, the runoff here in our state of Georgia, how meaningful it is, and you know, just having an opportunity to play music and express ourselves, and hopefully keep the inspiration going for everybody.
I purposely am wearing blue for a reason. And I think blue is a wonderful color. And I hope that the rest of the Georgia will also turn blue. No secret for sure. But, you know, it's wonderful. It's a good moment. And hopefully we will, you know, rise to the occasion.
Yeah, because the really democracy is a little bit on the line, you know, has been recently. A lot of the democratic institutions, a lot of, you know, even the vote has been under attack, and we want to, you know, bring it back for the people. So next up, Joe Hooten, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, Jefferson. Thank you so much for having me here.
Sure. And you're from Macon, I think, even though you live in Nashville right now, right? Sorry.
That's correct. Yeah, I was born and raised in Macon, Georgia, and I have some family still scattered throughout the state. But this was a wonderful opportunity for me to support those, not only family, but everybody in the state of Georgia during this special, very unique runoff election.
Yeah, it's pretty critical. So I guess, without much further ado, Joe is going to start us off and we can have a little conversation. You can tell us a little bit about the songs you're going to play and everything, Joe. So tell you what, why don't I will just have everybody else stop their video so that Joe has the big screen and will also mute. That's what you do. And I'm going to stop my video too as well and mute. So Joe, the stage is yours.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to Jefferson and the Planetary Gig Society. I am truly honored to be playing with Heidi and Johanna and Deidre tonight. I wanted to say before I played first song tonight that during the day, I am a public school, middle school teacher and teach history. And one of the things that I share with my students from day one is the importance of being an active citizen. And this idea of active citizenship starts with being aware of the issues. And once we're aware of the issues, then we can go out and do something about it. And the one thing that our democracy allows us to do is to go out and vote. So with just a few more days left of early voting in the state of Georgia, I hope everybody gets out and gets their vote in. This song that I'm going to play is something that I wrote right before the November election. And I was kind of talking with my students about the mood of the country and where people were when considering whom to vote for. And so anyways, this little song just came to me. It's called, Is This the Land of Apathy? Well, does anybody think it's fair whether I hold up for air and then drown while I'm singing my country, 'tis of thee? And does anybody think it's fair whether more than half of the lion's share? Now wait, who's talking about democracy? We go out into the world to do some good. We tell ourselves this is the land of the free. We go out and act like all the things we do that they matter, but they don't. Is this the land of apathy? Well, I'm here to challenge all your views and then tell you nothing's wrong with you. So why don't you go grow some thicker skin? 'Cause I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. Well, I made sure to go out and vote, and I might have pushed some folks on Facebook. Yes, I did. And we go out into the world to do some good. We tell ourselves this is the land of the free. We go out and act like all the things we do that they matter, but they don't. Is this the land of apathy? All right. Now here we are on the eve of election. God knows we failed all the test corrections. So why does it feel like we got another chance? Well, what can I say and what can I do? Well, I guess it's all up to you. So let's all go and do the right thing. We go out into the world to do some good. We tell ourselves this is the land of the free. We go out and act like all the things we do that they matter, but they don't. Is this the land of apathy or equality? Is it racially the place where we call home?
Ooh, that's a good one. Man, you wrote that?
Yes, that was just one of those little flash in the pan kind of things. Just simple chords and thought, you know, the mood that I was in, that's where I was coming from, actually.
I hear you. Great lyrics. What's up next?
Well, this is another one that I wrote, and it's somewhat of an older song for me. But as with any musician who writes music, you know, songs evolve and they take on new meaning. It's the same for listeners as well. But one of the things that we all are aware of is that democracy invites change. And sometimes change is slow. And sometimes history shows us that it can happen really quickly. And this song is called Change is on the Way. Is the change on the way? Or is it deep down inside? Or is the change we all knew that we can't deny? Because it moves so fast and it can't slow down. 4 years gone and we're moving on now. Can you tell me the truth? Just look me in the eye. Don't hold back. We got nothing to hide. Because the years gone by, they are meant to last. Except memories and photographs and the sound of your laugh. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I hope I've done well. Have I made you proud? Did we all make it through safely somehow?
All right, another great tune. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The you know, the idea that change is you know, is always there. The possibility of change is always there. And as I said earlier, I really believe that our democracy invites change. And I am very, very hopeful, looking forward, not only to this election, but the next administration that's coming in. And I'm just, I'm very hopeful, like I said. But my last song, I have to say is this is I'm gonna cover someone. As I mentioned earlier, I was born in Macon. I have my parents and grandparents are from Athens, and have family throughout the state as well. One of the things that, as a musician, I have been very influenced by people that have come from Georgia. In particular, the town of Athens has really had a huge impact on me. And I wanted to pay my respects to a band that has always worked for promoting democracy. And so this song is REM's King of Birds. Thumbnail sketch, a jeweler's stone, a main idea to call my own. Old man, don't lay so still, you're not yet young. It's time to teach point to point, point observation. Children carry reservations, standing on the shoulders of giants. Leaves me cold. Leaves me cold. Main idea to call my own. 100 million birds fly. Singer, sing me a given. Singer, sing me a song. Standing on the shoulders of giants, everybody's looking on. Leaves me cold. Main idea to call my home. 100 million birds fly away. King of all I see, my kingdom for a voice. Old man, don't lay so still, you're not yet young. It's time to teach point to point, point observation. Children carry reservations, standing on the shoulders of giants. Leaves me cold. Leaves me cold. Main idea to call my own. 100 million birds fly away. Everybody hit the ground. Everybody hit the ground. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate playing for you tonight.
All
Go
right.
out and vote.
Yeah, thank you, Joe Hooten. That's great. Really appreciate it. And you have a website. Is it Tin Roof? Is that?
Yes, you can look it up if you want to, but it is tinroofecho.com. Yeah, and there's some music on there that you can listen to as well.
Yeah, we'll really appreciate it, and hang out. We'll wrap it up and talk a little bit later. But
I'm definitely hanging out.
yeah. So Holly and Johanna, to get your camera on, I want to mention one other thing while you're doing that. We've really just been doing these partly to show that anybody can get out and do a concert for democracy. It's not about doing Live Aid and having to raise $7 billion or anything like that. But our country, our nation, our democracy needs music, as we said before, and it doesn't have to be. You can go on Facebook Live. You can record some songs, put them out there. You know, I think the world needs to hear from musicians. It's really, really important. So let me see if I need to hit a button or two to get, let's see, to get Holly on here. Ask to start video. Does that what I need to do? Ask to unmute. See, you can there they come. Here they come. See, this is it's not rocket science, and it's not all perfect, but you know, we can do it. We can perform virtually, and we can touch other people. We can get our message across. So Heidi and Johanna, so glad that you're here. Can't wait to hear what you have to play for us.
Thanks, Jefferson. We're glad to be here. And Jonathan, that was amazing. I mean, Joe, that was amazing. There's too many names, right? We're just like learning names so quickly. But Joe Hooten, that was awesome. We really enjoyed that. This is, as you said, Johanna Millin. I'm Heidi Pollyea, but I go by Heidi P because it's so easy to call me Holly or Polly once you know my last name. So everyone, we're happy to be here. We're going to start with an original song. We have been
Just
crashing and burning to throw it together.
Right. So we just did it, and that's it.
Anyway, we hope that it's going to feel so good to you after you help us win this democracy back to where it needs to be, and maybe even a little bit forward. It's gonna feel so good. It's gonna feel so good. It's gonna feel so good. 'Cause it's gonna feel so good. I feel a whole lot better. It's gonna feel so good to get out of this pain. It's gonna feel so good to finally get to hug my mother. It's gonna feel so. It's gonna feel so good. 'Cause it's gonna feel so good. Gonna take a little time. It's gonna feel so good. Take off the party line. It's gonna feel so good to finally have you back, my brother. 'Cause it's gonna feel so good to finally hold a hand. It's gonna feel so good to get back to the promised land. It's gonna feel so good to know that we've survived. It's gonna feel so. 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 It's gonna feel so.
Woo-hoo, man, that felt good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Song.
All
Appreciate it.
right, well, we're going to do a familiar song for our little number 2 song here. Those out there in virtual land, please feel free to sing along. Used to be originally. Oh, I do need to change guitars. Thank you, Johanna.
You're welcome.
And shout out to my friend Megan Sinnott for letting me use the Washburn of hers today. And yeah, so while we're getting ready, I'll just let y'all know, those of you in the Atlanta area, about another event happening next Sunday near the Beltline. We don't want to have that. Okay. Sorry. Yes, near the Beltline, there's going to be a parking enclosed area. I don't think that's where the cars will be for this event, though, where the Hosea Williams mural currently is hanging, and I'm sure most of you know, really celebrated civil rights leader, Hosea Williams, and we have some roads here in Atlanta named after him. So there's an invitation put out by a group called Flip the Senate, and the Reverend Warnock's campaign. We're putting this event on Sunday, January 3rd, all afternoon through early evening, I think, but mostly in the afternoon. And some celebrated artists, youth artists, are going to come out and be doing live murals also, to add to the already beautiful Hosea Williams one. And there's going to be some really great local bands, celebrated local bands as well there. And we're honored to be amongst them. So we'll be there Sunday, January 3rd. It's a free event, COVID compliant. Come on out and join together for this great cause another time. Thanks again to Jefferson. So here we go. Originally by the Youngbloods, I believe.
That's right.
Love is but a song to sing. Fears the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get it together. Try to love one another right now. Some may come and some may go. We shall surely pass. When the bird is on the wing, returns to us at last. We are but a moment's sunlight, fading in the grass. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get it together. Try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get it together. Try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get it together. Try to love one another right now. Try to love one another right now. Try to love one another right now. Right now. Right
All right. Thank you very much. Beautiful song.
Isn't that a great song? Kristen, what's her last name?
Train.
We also really enjoyed a version of this done by Kristen Train. If anyone wants to look that up, I really want to give her a shout out. It's a great version. Thank you for having us once again. And I feel so close to the world right now through this means. That's great.
It's amazing. We can be together when we're not together. It's
Thank God, right?
Thank God. Yeah, it's
Yes.
amazing.
Definitely.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Heidi, I know you have a website where people can find you and your music.
HeidiPollyea.com.
There you go.
And I'm just on Facebook, Heidi P Music, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, love to the world.
Johanna, how about you?
Johanna.
Yeah. I play with a lot of people. So, but behind the scenes music is where you can find me. I'm always posting. So you can look me up under that.
Nice. I sent you a friend request just before the show, so
Okay.
I'll try to
Definitely.
keep track of you too.
Okay.
Thank y'all. I can't wait to hear Deidre. I really enjoyed Joe.
Yeah. So, Deirdre, you want to pop on? In the meantime, I'll say, it's amazing the power of music. I mean, you can be driving down the road and turn on the tunes, and you're in a better situation. A better.
Jefferson, I think you have to invite me. I'm getting a message saying
Oh yeah. Okay, boy.
I cannot start the video until the host says so. Mother, may I?
Oh, there you go. Darn, I forgot. Okay, here we go.
So, well, we're all learning with this, so that's
Yeah.
Heidi, that was a wonderful arrangement of
Are we unmuted?
what is the official title? It just it
Together?
took me back.
Can you hear me?
Get
It was yeah, get together. It really was very poignant because that was the song of of the times when I was in college and in high school,
Right.
and it's really poignant in that. Damn, I didn't think we'd still be having to sing it.
Yes.
At
Very
this point.
true.
I
For sure.
thought we'd be
Yeah.
done by now.
Yeah.
So
Further
and
along.
the arrangement was great, and just thought, yeah, I thought and we were further along, and we in the last 4 years have really gotten thrown back. And just like just the pictures, the demonstrations of older women, just going, I can't believe I still have to protest this crap.
Yes.
Yes. So really nice work. It was really
Thank you.
wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Hey Jefferson, yeah, hi.
Deirdre. Yeah. Can't wait to hear how you doing. What do you got for us?
Actually, a number of songs, and speaking of things that, gosh, I can't believe we still have to be singing about this, still have to doing this. One of the things that's has struck me at different times in my political history is how often people call upon God for that God's going to do this and God's going to do that and His vengeance is going to come along. And particularly now I'm struck by how much support President Trump has had with evangelical Christians. It's like all of the sins that he's done by Christian standards are fine by them. And, so I have a song that I want to do. That originally was inspired by this God talk that came about with 9/11 of, God this and God that. And we really don't know what God feels about all this, but that's a songwriter. So this is a song from my album Playing for Keeps, and I'm going to do to a backing track. And backing me on this is a wonderful Bay Area ensemble called the Cultural Heritage Choir, which is led and directed by Linda Tillery, who did this arrangement. So this is my speculation on where is God. If I'm gonna go over to my iPhone, all this equipment allows me to patch in things, so. Where is this? Let me free up an ear here and hope this all works. God must be sleeping, God's on a bus, or out of the office on a really long lunch. She's held up in traffic, or walking a beach. Clearly got somewhere she cannot be reached. For if God only knew what's being done in her name, she'd realize things have all gone insane. She must not have noticed we're not doing well. And when she sees this nonsense, she'll be pissed as hell. We burn her best witches, refuse recompense for stolen land, labeled God's providence. Armies line up and their hearts fill with pride, each one convinced they got God on their side. If God only knew what's being done in her name, she'd realize the humans have all gone insane. She must not have noticed we're not doing well. And when she sees this nonsense, she'll be pissed as hell. Poor little children walk into school, and eye for an eye is the new golden rule. Blow up the building, thrive on discord, and line up to claim your eternal reward. Oh, if God only knew what's being done in her name. Oh, if God only knew what's being done in her name. From crusades to jihads, we wage holy wars. When God finds out, she's gonna be sore. Once she discovers the damage we've done, she'll recall our brains and opposable thumbs. If God only knew what's being done in her name, she'd realize the mortals have all gone insane. She must not have noticed we're not doing well. And when she sees this nonsense, we'll all rot in hell. If God only knew what's being done in her name. If God only knew. If God only knew. God only knew. Now we're going to do a little
That was great.
equipment rearranging here.
The sound was really good on that. That was really good. Thank you.
Oh, good, because you see I bent over and did a technical adjustment because I couldn't actually hear very well. All this.
Yeah, the sound was really good with
technical
that. Thank you.
Awesome, thank
Beautiful
you.
song.
One of the things that I've become acutely aware of, I talked about women and others still can't believe we still have to do this, is that, we all stand on someone's shoulders, and we all have a history, we all have ancestors that need to be honored for what they did to get us here, and honor our circles that are still working with us, and honor our wider circles that we will never meet, that are helping us advance this idea of freedom, this idea of inclusivity, this idea of diversity that are the hallmarks of a democracy. And we miss a lot of times, but what's important is that we keep trying. So this is a song I wrote, and these you mentioned before the other virtual events I've been taking part in. This is a song I've been playing for Georgia Voices for a Blue Senate, and there was a Women in Icon fundraiser for Joe Biden and a couple of other events that this song really lends itself to being a good sentiment for. So I do not walk this path alone, no matter where I'm bound. We all stand on someone's shoulders when we reach for higher ground. My mama taught me right from wrong. She was my first rhythm, my first song. And through my father's knowing gaze, I mark the measure of my days. matter where I'm bound, we all stand on someone's shoulders when we reach for higher ground. The people of my ancestry died building this road for me. The fruit of their proud sacrifice comes down to me as my birthright. I do not walk this path alone, no matter where I'm bound. We all stand on someone's shoulders when we reach for higher ground. Beyond the bonds of kith and kin lie the brawny hearts of precious friends. They daily travel by my side, a source of strength, my chosen tribe. I do not walk this path alone, no matter where I'm bound. We all stand on someone's shoulders when we reach for higher ground. There are legions I will never see who are fighting the good fight with me. They soldier on with endless grace, that the world will be a better place. I do not walk this path alone, no matter where I'm bound. We all stand on someone's shoulders when we reach a higher ground. One more companion lights my way, eases my load every day. Though known by many different names, Spirit guides us all the same. I do not walk this path alone, no matter where I'm bound. We all stand on someone's shoulders. We all stand on someone's shoulders. We all stand on someone's shoulders when we reach for higher ground.
Woohoo! Beautiful, beautiful voice, beautiful singing. Thank you. And great concept.
Thank you.
We certainly do stand on others. It's like that concept of
Yes.
Ubuntu. Without all of us, there's none of us, you know?
Right, right. And I'm going to close with a relatively new song because it's one I have written during this pandemic time. And you know, it's funny. It's actually the nut of this song, the kernel that started this song, is the tagline. That's how we pray. And I've actually had that with the chord progression for a number of years. As I'm sure Heidi and Joe do, you know, fragments of songs and ideas that you jot down somewhere or record somewhere. And I never, you know, I just like, when that came to me, I was just like, well, where did that come from? What does that mean? And so during this pandemic, I decided to work on that. So it might have been a different song if written at a different time, I don't know. But it came to me, or to bring together some thoughts of, as hard as this time has been, there have been some jewels of moments that come out of it, so that there's a continuum between joy and sorrow, and what gets us through this time is each other. And as much as we are zoomed apart these days, as I try to keep this microphone from falling, I think we have learned how much we really do need each other, if only because absence makes the heart grow fonder or something like that. But it's community that prevails. So I send out this positive note to all of us. On a crisp, clear day, for all that we have lost, life still finds a way. Every note we've ever sung still rings. The coldest winter frost will finally pass with spring. Our wounds are deep, so's our laughter. The thread that joins them informs our faith. If you need a place to shelter the dance, that's how we pray. The roads that led us here are the gifts of fate. No matter how we try, there is no escape. We will know joy, we will know loss and pain. We will know love whose fickle wants will wax and wane. Our wounds are deep, so's our laughter. The thread that joins them informs our faith. If you need a place to shelter, join the dance, that's how we pray. Our wounds are deep, so's our laughter. The thread that joins them informs our faith. If you need a place to shelter, join the dance, that's how we pray. Nothing's ever promised. Learn how to survive by choosing to make caring for each other be the guide. Our wounds are deep, so's our laughter. The thread that joins them informs our faith. If you need a place to shelter, join the dance, that's how we pray. Our wounds are deep, so's our laughter. The thread that joins them informs our faith. If you need a place to shelter, join the dance, that's how we pray. Come join the dance, that's how we pray.
Beautiful. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you all.
Okay, so I'm gonna come online, and I've learned I have to ask everybody else to do that too. So let's see. Ask to start video. Oops, hold on. So Joe, you were able to do it. Let's see. And Heidi, ask to start video. Well, hopefully they will. Yeah, there they come.
Everybody in.
Everybody in.
Yeah, so that was great. And you know, I just want to mention again that you know we're on Zoom, and we're taking this to Facebook Live, and it's not that hard to do. And if you go to the planetarygigs.org page, you can see some information about, you can see the other concerts we've done. We've had musicians from India and all over, Australia, all over the US. You can really be in touch with other people around the planet. And you can't, if you're a musician, you can't really play with other musicians on Zoom, but you can certainly have a performance. And so, just would encourage other folks at that Facebook, that website page, planetarygigs.org, does have some information about how musicians can just get out there and, try to put it out there, put your songs out there. Democracy really needs it. And, the need for concerts for democracy did not stop on the national election, and it won't stop, on January 5th either. This is a long process. And so hopefully we need, get as many musicians out there as we can to really let people hear what what you're saying. So maybe we just kind of go around the room and start off the way that we started. Joe, do you have any other thoughts about this? Thanks so much for participating. Really appreciate it.
No, I'm still sitting back in awe of Heidi and Johanna and Deirdre. Both performances were pretty stellar. So, and very touching too. And you guys all sounded great and wonderful. Jefferson, thanks so much for putting this all together. I think December 31st is the last day for early voting in the state of Georgia. So I hope folks that are there get out and vote. And those that are waiting for election day, good luck to you. But I really appreciate you putting this together tonight. And I hope that this inspires some other musicians to put together concerts as well.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. Heidi and Johanna, you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, you did.
Okay. Well, we're just really honored to be in the great company of Joe and Deirdre. I mean, and thank you for putting this together, Jefferson. I know you've done great shows all over, and you've just been furthering this cause. And there's always details to cover, and you've covered them, and we're really appreciative. And we enjoyed hearing everybody's songs and having some motivation to write something towards this particular subject. Which means so much more now than it ever has.
Definitely. Yeah.
So if you're in Atlanta, look up the Hosea Williams mural and come out to that place next Sunday, January 3rd. Basically, I think it's from like 1 to 5, something like that. And come watch some kids do some mural painting and listen to some great local bands. And that's to support Flip the Senate Warnock campaign. I'm reaching out for a moment to anybody to say that, at least from our hearts, that last song, Get Together, that's what we really want to do. We want to hear each other and listen to each other and work together. I mean, let's stop being so this way and that way, and let's just open up our hearts and our minds and our ears and see what we can do.
Yeah, I just like to say thank you. Definitely, Joe, I loved your music. Deirdre, there are no words. It's in a different place. Just totally enjoyed it. But thank you, Jefferson, for doing this. It's my first, and I definitely will continue to be a part of it. So, thank you.
Sure. So great. Thank you for participating. Deirdre, man, that was just your beautiful voice. Thanks for everything. And I know you've got a website too, Deirdre, is your name?
It's DeirdreMcCalla.com. The hardest part is just spelling my first name correctly, which is Deidre. But I also wanted to thank Joe and Johanna and Heidi because actually one of the good parts of all this streaming, as awkward and strange as it can be, is that a lot of times other musicians don't get to hear other musicians because we're all working, so we can't hear shows. So I've actually heard more music during this time period than I tend to be able to get out to hear. And I especially like being introduced to three new artists that I might not have heard. So big thanks to also Chris Mosier and Atlanta Area Friends of Folk Music for putting me in touch with you, Jefferson, and finding out that other local people who are also doing it. So this is a great all-around opportunity for me, and I'm just really glad to have been part of it.
Well, thank you all so much. I'm just going to go back to the little mission of the Planetary Gig Society is making connections through music with the intention of bringing peace. And that intention is so important. And if we all put our collective intention out there to really have a better country, better world, more equal, more inclusive, I think we're going to get there. We're going to find that pot, whoops, over there, find that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And, we're going to do it. So namaste, everybody. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you,
Thank you, Jefferson.
on Facebook, and appreciate it so much.